I'm just listening to this shit. If the if the women left the niggas alone because niggas is gay, niggas is down low. If a nigga been in prison for 6 years, he probably gay. Like, this shit is crazy to me, son.
Still under 10% of men. Still under 10%. Well under.
Taruf, what's poppin'?
What's up, man?
Salute.
Aaron, fantastic. How you guys doing?
Yo, what up? What up?
Not well.
Hamp, I just gotta be honest, man. Mr. Fantastic, respectfully, you talk about dick more than gay dudes do. Like, every single time I click on this panel, bro, or watch the stream, you talking about someone else's dick. Is that not in and of itself feminine, non-masculine behavior?
Can I reply, brother?
Yeah, I just asked you a question.
All right, cool. Now, brother, you can't get up here looking like Gargamel and motherfucking Carlos Boozer accusing me of being involved in dick, brother. Please stop it. I promise you. I am. Hold on, let me finish. I am Mr. Get to the bottom of that pussy. So if all you hear is me talking about dick, brother, that is your ears listening for that. Because I promise you, I am the all you talk about is women and pussy nigga. So if somehow, some way you only come on this show that's here every Monday and I make repeat appearances, okay, during the week and all you hear is dick, brother, I promise you there's either another Mr. Fantastic you looking for, brother, or that's the only time your ears can listen.
Yeah, because you're on this panel, you go surfing on like a bunch of different panels, and on those panels too, you talking about dick. So why you hey, Mr. Fantastic, Mr. Fantastic, how you roasted me about my looks? That's really good. Just remember, I'm married, bro. So you're still trying to get to where I'm at, because at the end of the day, Hamp, to the title of this thread, you know how long dudes been trying to clown me about my eyebrows because I get them shaved, Hamp? Since I was 18, bro. Black Puerto Rican, but a lot of dudes, they like trying to clown you because you like, you know, get the eyebrows shaped up and everything. 17 years later in this marriage, Hamp, them dudes still single. So those women must like something. The women must like something about straight men who clean themselves up. There must be something about the fantastics of the world who, despite being funny, despite looking the part, they can't keep anyone around them. Mr. Fantastic, can you answer me this? What has a gay dude done to you directly that has negatively affected your dating life?
Nothing at all.
What has a gay dude done directly that has affected your bills or your freedoms or your liberties?
Nothing at all. So I don't deal with them like that.
Despite everything, despite the panels, despite everywhere, are you constantly negatively talking about the LGBT people and then trashing black women as if they're specifically to blame for that?
He needs some milk.
Okay, okay, you done? All right, cool. So the uptick in the LGBT community in black people and black men specifically can be directly linked to black women, being that black women, like you said, talking about me, right? Brother, I'm not trying to be married, first and foremost. Been there, done that, okay?
Then why are you talking about relationships if you ain't trying to be married? What you up here for? Like,
because
you don't even practice what you preach. Why you even up here?
I practice what I preach. I practice what I preach.
These panels be talking about relationships, and you just admitted you don't want to be in one. So why the fuck you even up here? Wasting everybody. You just admitted to the entire panel you're wasting everybody's time.
I'm not wasting anything. I said I'm not trying to be married, brother. In the context of what you're talking about, I'm not been there, done that, as I said. So
what is the context? Whoa! In the context of marriage, what else is there to talk about? What do you mean?
Well, plenty. Well, I'm pretty sure you're in a legal state-sanctioned marriage, correct? State of something, correct?
Yeah, sure.
All right, cool. So maybe it's a foreign concept to you, but you know, people do have spiritual marriages. People do have marriages through other avenues. Are you in a spiritual
marriage?
No, I'm not.
Are you in a psychological marriage? Are you in a marriage that you can perform telekinetic powers?
No, I don't know.
No, so what the fuck are you talking about right now? What are you talking about right now?
Well, again, brother, like I said, I just been divorced, 2022 is 2025. So I would like to enjoy and thoroughly choose the woman if I do choose to get in a serious relationship again for just rushing into anything. Okay. So I'm sorry that any and every man that isn't married can't talk about motherfucking relationships. Apparently now I get that logic makes no sense, but either way, he'll be back. But to the other points, right, bro? I talk about what everybody else talks about. All right, this gay thing is a thing for the black community. All right, the gay thing is a thing for the black community, and the fact that motherfuckers don't want to talk about it is a problem. You can directly link it to, again, the lack of fathers. All right, the lack of fathers in the household, and the lack of fathers.
Hey, Hamp, you see this family. So what is this dude talking about in the context of what? Right, 2 kids. Like, isn't that the point of a marriage? Whether you're in a spiritual marriage, a heterosexual marriage, a homosexual marriage, or whatever sort of marriage. What do you mean? What's the point of a marriage? You're not in any of them, Mr. Fantastic.
So hold on, I got a question. So hold on, wait. So you believe that a homosexual marriage and a heterosexual marriage are on the same page?
Keyword, yes, because marriage. Keywords.
Oh, yes. Okay. So wait, brother. So I love people like you, man. So hold up. Can a homosexual marriage produce children?
No.
Is a homosexual marriage accurate from a scientific, biological, or physiological aspect?
Yes.
How?
Because we see aspects of homosexual relationships in other animals. On top of that, your spiritualness, I'm not religious, so that standard doesn't apply. Also, by the way, but wait, and Mr. Fantastic, by your logic, any heterosexual marriage that doesn't produce children should be invalidated. Is that your stance?
No, that's not my stance. That's a false.
Then why'd you bring it up? No, that's not a false equivalency.
Let me rebut. It is.
Mr. Fantastic, respectfully, you don't even meet the standards of what you're trying to preach. You understand that?
How do I not meet the standard?
If a heterosexual couple cannot produce a child, then why are they married? By your logic, why should they be married? It should be nullified, correct? A woman, for whatever reason, can't produce a child. So no point of the marriage, right?
No, that's not what I said. So again,
then why did you ask if a homosexual couple can produce a child if it doesn't matter?
Let me respond. It does matter. So let me respond. Okay. So again, in most chances outside of very rare medical situations, there's always a possibility of child production happening between a man and a woman, a biological man and a woman. Okay. Right. So outside of the anomaly, that's why. Secondly, CJ, well, no, it's you. You got feedback, bro. Mute up real quick because your phone get feedback.
Hey, no. Hey, hold up, bro. You're talking to me right now.
Well, I'm talking to you. You got feedback on your phone. I'm saying, so just mute up for the time where you're not speaking, so it doesn't. Well, it's good. Well, not whatever. Either way. So what I'm saying is this, right? And then you gave this horrible analogy that people love. There are gay animals in the animal kingdom. So what are those gay animals? Again, the minority, and they're an anomaly. That's not normal.
Right. So first off, they're a minority.
Right. Hold on. Okay, existing and being normal are they're inconsequential. Just because something exists doesn't mean that that's the way that everything's going. So let me ask you this.
By that logic,
hold on, brother.
But no, because by that
machine gun me the whole time. Let me finish, brother. Just let me finish, brother. I didn't cut you off none of the time. Let me finish, and you got it.
Because you're wrong.
Hold on. This is what's wrong with your logic. Hold on, brother. Hold on.
Go ahead.
What's wrong with your logic? So if the majority or all of people just randomly became homosexual, what would happen, brother?
What do you mean? That's a hype. That never happened. I'm not going to answer some BS that never happened. Nobody just randomly became homosexual, bro. Mr. Fantastic. How am I supposed to answer a question about somebody just magically becoming homosexual? What do you want me to say about that?
I didn't say magically. I literally set it up as a hypothetical. I asked you what would happen if the majority of people or all people were homosexual, and there was no sexual intercourse between men and women. What would happen, brother? Please enlighten us. Tell us what would happen.
Well, I guess all the children that exist in the adoption centers will get adopted because they're straight.
So no, that's wrong. So the answer is human beings.
That is absolutely right. That's absolutely right. No, Mr. Fantastic. I'll let you go. You didn't make any single point. Mr. Fantastic, by your own logic,
human beings would go extinct, brother.
A woman and a man who's in a marriage and decides not to have kids, is that an invalid marriage? Because that's not an anomaly. That might be a minority, but that's not an anomaly. See, you're making a false equivalency. You think just because something's a minority means it's rare or an anomaly. No, that is false. That is 100% false. You don't know what you're talking about. So women can choose not to have kids. In a marriage, two people can choose not to have kids. Does that mean their marriage is invalidated just because they're heterosexual?
No. Okay. So now let me,
So what are you up here talking about?
It's not just a yes or no. Let me answer the rest of the question. No,
yes,
it's not.
It is.
No, it isn't.
Okay, go
if you stop machine gunning and let me talk, I can clearly fucking answer your.
Bro, because respectfully, dog, you haven't been saying anything.
Bro, you have said shit. Hold on, bro.
All right, so hey, True, y'all gotta take turns.
Ain't no take turns.
Yeah, I'm good.
All right.
So listen to what I'm saying, bro. So the thing with your theory is two non-heterosexual people, two gay men or two gay women can never change their mind and create a child.
They can adopt a child.
Hold on, bro. I'm not cutting you off other than me trying to finish my statement. A person that says today, hey, I don't want to have a child, or partners that say today they don't want to have a child, at any given time can change their mind and produce a child. It is impossible for people of the same sex to do that, brother. So that's why it's not an anomaly, because it is a choice. And being that people change their minds all the fucking time, it's not false. Everything
false,
I'm saying
because again, you keep implying that the only way to create a family is to reproduce. There are plenty of children that you can adopt right now that came from heterosexual couples that did not want their child. So you can create a whole family. A gay couple can go create a family right now from some kid that got abandoned by a straight heterosexual couple. And by the way, vice versa. Guess what? A woman who can't produce a child, you know how she can still create a family, Mr. Fantastic? She can go to the adoption center with her man and go adopt a kid. All of a sudden, she just created a family that you said was impossible.
Yeah. And I still say it's impossible because, again, two men or two women being in a relationship is confusing.
Oh, my God, bro.
It's confusion. It is confusing for a child.
No, it's confusing to you.
Well, let me ask this question.
To you. Be specific.
True's really fantastic. Let me ask this question. The family. Let me ask a viability question.
Yeah.
What do you think about what he retorted with Mr. Fantastic in saying that there's plenty of kids in foster, adoption, and etc. that you can create a family construct from, and does that qualify? Or are you saying that unless those kids are biological, that doesn't constitute a family?
No, I'm saying a same-sex couple having children is not normal socially, is not normal biologically. And again, it goes against the norms of the way things are supposed to be set up with, okay? There's a reason. Again, even the idea of that being possible is what, less than 10 years old? What are we saying?
Respectfully,
Truth. I want to. This is what I want to ask, right? Because y'all two got the floor, right? So you could definitely go on what you want to say. I just want to ask about this particular point. So Truth, he's saying, right, because it is still considered, I think, majority-wise, abnormal for a kid to have two fathers or two mothers. He says, therefore, it doesn't qualify, and it would seemingly do them children more likely a disservice. What would be your reply to that? And then you can expound on what you want to say.
This is why sometimes this conversation gets so frustrating, because we act like all these norms have always been set in stone. HAMP, do you understand how many people are still alive today that remember like the back of their hand when guys like me would go to jail for interracial marriage? How long ago was that?
Loving was what, 1940?
1969, something like that.
69. Loving was 1969?
1969, yes. In the 60s, that's when it got.
And that was in Virginia. So you probably assume it got even worse going further south.
How many grandmas and grandpas still remember them days alive and well, healthy?
Yeah, my grandma's 90.
By the statistics, HAMP, interracial marriage in this country is still the minority.
Yes.
Which means interracial marriage, even in a heterosexual couple, a straight couple, to Mr. Fantastic, is an anomaly, shouldn't be accepted, and should be getting rid of.
Okay.
You understand how stupid that logic is? I mean, for God's sakes, HAMP, in 1924, that's when we came up with the one drop rule. The Virginia state came up with the one drop rule. You know why? Because too many white dudes had the anomaly of their mulatto ass kids. And we needed to color code everything. Right? There's always things throughout history that become norm, aren't normal, come back like fucking clothing, fashion, bottles, music, TV. Somebody sampled a beat from 20 years ago that they sampled 20 years ago. Like, I'm so tired of this. Like guys like Mr. Fantastic love to pick and choose when they want to talk about tradition and then when they want to be modern. Because if we want to talk about tradition, then dudes in the 1940s and 50s would be clowning Mr. Fantastic because he looked like one of them racist ass dolls you see in them comedy TV shows. Look at his hair. He looked like a bum. But today, that's acceptable. Today, that's the norm. So guess what? Things change. You see what I mean? But these dudes, HAMP, these guys are way too static. The inability to adapt and evolve by so many of my fellow men, it is pathetic. You guys come up here acting like dinosaurs and wonder why women don't want to fuck with y'all.
All right, hold on. All right, put a pin in it.
Bro.
Put a pin in it. Hold on.
Like, damn, dog.
All right, so we gonna get a response from Mr. Fantastic. Let me just Saru's crazy. Ezekiel bin Israel with the 10 ounces. Just a fellow Israelite conducting a wellness check on my aunt. Are you okay, my brother? Yeah, I'm good. I'm just listening, man. I'm just listening, bro.
Bro, like, how do you speak over someone else's relationship?
Hold on.
He read all these, man.
Oh, you read these, Mr. Fantastic? Read this one?
Yeah. I didn't read the last Reaper one.
Reaper with the $2 chill. You read this one?
No, you read this one.
Reaper with the $2 says, chill, y'all. Tarus is Sean Antonio Indian cousin.
That's funny.
JT with the $5 says, all in favor to turn the bounties on Rage in Hand. Yo, see, I'm looking in the chat, right? It's a lot of people that's actually listening to Tarus, though. I can't lie. It's like, I'm not sure what this disparity is, but it's not terrible.
HAMP, you want to know what always separated me and my homeboys from a lot of dudes like Mr. Fantastic? Never in my life have I worried about what another dude's relationship status is. Never in my life have I go, man, why is he dating her? She's supposed to be dating me. There's 7 billion people on this planet. Half of them are women, and we are the minority, and we got dudes up here worrying about someone else's dick. That's gay. That's more gay than the gay people.
Put him in the fucking bedroom. Get him out of here. Come on. Wait a minute. Whoa, my money here. Get the fuck out of here. Get him the fuck out of here.
All right, cool. So listen, it's always the niggas without hair trying to motherfucking shame the niggas that's got hair. Brother, you ain't seen hair since motherfucking.
You got a great hairline, respectfully, bro.
You're middle school. Great hairline. Your middle school motherfucking graduation picture, brother. So let's not do this. And for whatever reason, you still got a George Jefferson on the side. You definitely not gonna win this motherfucking roasting shit with me.
Oh, yeah, it's bald and it grows fast on the side.
The side though, brother. The side.
Yeah, it grows fast over here, man. Hey, I might take a flight to Turkish hairlines. You never know, bro.
Nigga. Oh, so you can change your mind, but we'll get back to that, okay? So,
yeah, because I can adapt and evolve, unlike you.
Why you talking to me about the toilet seat, brother? One thing I ain't never ever did is hit no motherfucking, oh, she should be dating me shit. Again, I don't know who you listening to, dog.
I'm listening to you, bro. You
got all this built up shit against me, which this is my first time I remember even having a conversation with you. So let me break this down.
First conversation.
And brother, you don't know how to not cut people off, brother. Goddamn, just get your turn. So listen, brother. Again, you have gone so far of a stretch to try now to compare heterosexual and non-heterosexual relationships to beats and clothing, nigga. You know how far I'm Mr. Fantastic and you reach it, okay?
Bro.
Nothing you're saying is making sense, dog. I am simply talking about the original fucking way that human beings get here. the way that 90% of you, 90 plus, hold on,
brother. No, because you're rambling now. No, brother, you're rambling now.
Brother,
you
wait,
started
I'm not
this whole panel
off. I didn't cut you off.
Started the whole panel off.
Man, you shut the fuck up while I'm talking. I didn't cut you off at all.
Bro, you are rambling. Do not see nothing.
Fam, I didn't cut you off at one. I didn't cut you off not one time.
You're good. I'm gonna listen to your wrong stuff. My bad.
The way I'm not wrong. So I actually was wrong on the last one. The way that 100% of people get here is through sexual intercourse between men and women. So even those adopted kids you're talking about, even though they may not have their original family, they got here from the only way to make human beings. You fucking genius, okay? So when you ask
that question, I agree with you.
Jesus Christ.
You are fucking... Dog, you're not seeing nothing. Can you hurry up and get to the point? Hurry up and get to the point.
Nigga, you talk for fucking 10 minutes with them corny ass jokes.
Yes, because you're not talking about anything. So I had to do your work for you, bro. Hurry up.
Jesus Christ, man. Look, Carlos Boozer, listen, man. You didn't make it that long in the league for a reason. Listen, dog. I'm telling you, bro, nothing you're saying is nothing other than fucking emoting, and for whatever reason, you done built up a whole bunch of make-believe shit I said. Nigga, I ain't never worried about another man's dick, my nigga. I got too many hoes on my own, okay?
Right.
Now, secondly, when I'm talking about the deadly fucking effects of black women out here dealing with gay niggas that's dealing with gay niggas and then coming back and dealing with straight men, that is what I'm referencing, brother. I've never once in my she should be dealing with me. You never heard me say that shit, nigga.
Right.
So please don't put your mind that's jacking on me.
Right. Okay, so now that you're done, I'm going to respectfully respond and by saying you literally started this panel off hating on a couple that had nothing to do with you simply because he looked gay. That's how you started this panel off, Mr. Fantastic, not anybody else. Right? You started this panel hating on people that got nothing to do with you. You're the one who got people living rent-free in your head. So yes, I do feel some type of way because I don't understand how guys like you get so pissed off at other people living their life and it got nothing to do with you, bro. Like, dog, if you get this many women like you say you do, why are you so miserable? Why are you constantly up here trashing black women if you having such a great time? Why you up here always trashing the LGBT if you having such a great life, bro? You know why I'm pressed right now? Because it's niggas like you who vote to violate them people's rights. That's why I'm pressed, bro.
Okay.
All they do is exist. Bro, there has not been one gay dude that has kept you from trying to get the baddie you want. Not one gay dude. Not one lesbian girl took your girl, bro. Not one gay dude is the reason your phone bill high. Not one gay dude is the reason you're the rich too expensive. A lesbian's not the reason you got divorced. Stop blaming other people for why you miserable, bro. Because that shit pisses me off because I see y'all niggas come out here, vote to take these people's rights away, and all they doing is existing. All they did was exist, bro. And look at you. You start this panel off hating. Off of people happy, dog. Yeah, that pisses me off, dog. That absolutely pisses me off.
Okay, gay Avenger. You got it, brother. You gonna take up all the gay people.
Hey, bro. You can call me whatever you want, bro. I know I'm better than you. I'll be the gay Avenger, bro. I'm still better than you.
A form of passion, brother. Listen, I can tell you this right here.
Hey,
brother.
bro. Go Pride Month, baby. I love you guys.
Yeah, hey, man. Listen, man. That's your thing, man. Hey, if you are, brother, you are a gay protector, brother. Be that, brother. Be Pride.
Hey, gay people, black men, black women, Puerto Rican dudes, white dudes. Hey, I protect everybody from the likes of you, Mr. Fantastic, because you scum. Mr. Fantastic, you a villain, bro. You a villain.
I'll be that. Yeah. I'll be that. I was born in it, brother. I'll be that.
That's not something to be proud of, bro. You understand that, right?
There he is.
Not something to be proud of.
So again, brother, I don't know where you're getting this miserable shit from, my nigga. I don't really know where you get that from.
Yo, you sound nervous right now. Why you rubbing your hands like that, bro? Why you rubbing your hands like that, bro?
Bro,
This might be risky.